Good morning, good morning. Today is the 20th of February. Um, it's my friend Maurice's birthday today, so I'm not sure if he'll join or not, but I'll just say happy birthday to Maurice. Happy birthday to anybody else who's having a birthday today. Um, and being February 20th, it's also day 20 of the Challenge Yourself 30-day yoga challenge that we are doing following the yogi Charlie Follows. Today's yoga practice will be a 30-minute um, wheel pose yoga flow. So wheel pose is the back bend. So this should be interesting. It's funny because I was getting ready to get started today, and when I turn on my YouTube, it goes to like the next video in the series, and for whatever reason it skipped past this one. So tomorrow is going to be the hip opener and the splits, and so I'm very flexible, and so doing the splits tends to be pretty easy for me. So I was thinking like, oh, this will be great, this will be an easy one for me. And then I realized it said day 21. So day 20 is the wheel pose, and while I can do the wheel pose, I normally do it kind of like against the wall, and when I do it with Charlie Follows, she has you doing some interesting things to get into that pose that I don't normally do on my own. So I anticipate that this will be a challenge as well. For me, probably not so much of a physical challenge as it is a mental challenge, because sometimes your body can do things, but your mind doesn't allow you to do it. Kind of like you're afraid of something, or you just don't want to will yourself to do it. So today is going to be one of those days that I have to probably will myself to do things that I wouldn't naturally be inclined to do. But because you're here with me, I won't give up. I will continue to challenge myself, and I hope you all will join me. These practices I would think are mainly for intermediate yoga practitioners who are looking to advance their yoga. So it's probably going to be a little more difficult for a beginner. If you guys want to watch, that's great. If you want to try, that's even better. But I would encourage you, if you think that this stuff that I'm doing is too difficult. I think I've shared before that there are a number of certified yoga instructors that have YouTube channels that are free to you. And so Charlie Follows, who we're following for this practice, she has 30-day beginner challenges as well. I know that she has videos for particular poses and things like that. So if you want to go check that out, I would encourage you to do so. Before we get started, I just want to remind those that are here, like on TikTok, I'd appreciate it if you would follow me. I appreciate if you would share these lives. I would appreciate if you can help me reach my goals. I would also appreciate it if you're watching, if you could just continue to tap the like on the screen and get the likes up, because those things actually help with engagement, and the more engagement that we have in these lives, the more visibility the lives will have on the For You page. And so as I'm trying to build up a community, those are kind of the things that I need to have happening within the live. So any help that you can give there is greatly appreciated. If you do follow me, I do have a link to my YouTube channel as well. We don't know if TikTok is going to be around all that long, so I am kind of making sure that I'm doing the same type of things on YouTube as well. So if you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, that would be great. And again, for those of you that are on YouTube, liking and subscribing is very helpful as well. If you could also share this to your network of folks that might be interested just in overall wellness. I'd appreciate you sharing it. I am all about my own personal wellness and encouraging others to focus on theirs as a part of my overall kind of wellness approach. I do incorporate daily yoga into what I do intentionally. I think that yoga is just wonderful for so many reasons. I've been doing it for about 4 years. It helps with aches and pains, injury prevention. You know, it helps build strength, stability, increase your mobility, flexibility, those type of things. And it kind of gives you a sense of peace of mind. And it's always good to be at peace, to be able to let go of things that don't serve you, and just to be able to have a practice of mindfulness. And so those are some of the reasons that I really enjoy yoga. So that's me, but let's go ahead and jump into this practice. As usual, I'm going to do my warm up over there, which is a handstand, a back bend, and a headstand. You know, even though we're going to do the wheel pulls, I'll just go ahead and give myself a warm up back bend, just to stretch my back out a little bit. My handstand, you know, helps build shoulder strength, core strength. That helps with balance. It also helps with circulation. Similarly, the headstand does those things as well. So I will take just a couple minutes, or probably 3 minutes, to do my warm-up, and then we can jump into this practice. I haven't done a reminder of this lately, but if you leave comments in the chat, I encourage you to engage in the chat. I encourage you to leave comments, to say hello, to ask any questions that you may have. I can't respond to them while I am live with yoga, but I will respond to them after the fact. I would just ask that you please keep your comments respectful. This is not a dating site. So yeah, we're just a community of people that are trying to be healthy and do something good for our bodies each and every day, and that's that. Okay. I just have to send that reminder out every once in a while, because sometimes there's some stuff that people post that I'm like, do you think that's cute? It's really not. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started, okay? Again, I'm just gonna do my warm up, and then we'll jump into day 20 of this 30-day yoga challenge. You know, normally before yoga, I have already done like walked a couple miles or done a run or something, but I haven't done anything today, so it took me a little bit longer to warm myself up this morning. Hey, I will let you know, I told you that yoga is a part of my overall wellness routine. Somebody did ask me yesterday to explain my wellness challenge, so I did put a video up on TikTok yesterday that explains what the wellness challenge is. If you guys are interested in it, I haven't yet put it on YouTube, but I'll probably put it on YouTube as well. So if anybody wants to join me, it really is just daily intentions and kind of things that I think are good to do, living intentionally each and every day, which promotes overall wellness from a multi-dimensional perspective, really focusing on the spirit, the mind, and the body. So if you're interested, I would encourage you to check that video out on my TikTok page. I did pin it, so it's right up front, and then I will post it on YouTube as well. But let's go ahead and jump in. So again, this is a 30-minute wheel pose yoga flow, day 20 of the Challenge Yourself 30-day yoga challenge. And the yogi that we're following is Charlie Follows on YouTube, so you guys can check her out, okay? I hope you do this with me. If you don't and you watch, again, if you can like and share while you're in the room, I'd appreciate it. I would, if you're not going to do it with us, I would encourage you to do something on your own, or at least to find something that you enjoy that gets your body moving, because it's just really important to be active in this life, and especially the older that you get, it gets more and more important. All right, I'm ready. You ready? Here we go.
Welcome. Let's begin with some core work. So come and lie down on your back. And as you lie down, lift your legs up. We're just going to practice some leg lowers. So keeping your low back pressing into the mat. Slowly lower your legs down. And lift them back up. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift. Go for this 8 more times, so 10 in total. Last one. Bring your legs back up. And keep your right leg where it is. Lower your left leg down and keep it hovering. Interlace your fingers behind your head and lift your head. Lift your upper back. On your exhale, twist to the right. Then inhale, switch legs. Exhale, twist left. Keep it going. So exhale as you twist. Inhale as you come back through center. We're going 20 of these in total. So you're almost halfway there. Okay, last 2. And bring your right leg back up, hug your left leg down. Reach your arms out to your right side. You can clasp hands together here. And you're just going to crunch to the right. Inhale back through center. Lift, crunch to the right. Back through center. 8 more please. So 10 in total. Really working on your obliques. Two more to go. Good. And switch. Switching your legs. This time reaching to your left. arms overhead. Hover your arms, hover your legs. Hollow body hold. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees into your chest. Start to rock backwards and forwards. See if you can come all the way up and straight into a boat pose. So don't let those feet lower down. Bring your lower legs level with the mat. Reach your arms forwards. We're going to hold this here again for 10. Relax your shoulders. Focus your gaze on one spot. 5 more to go. Good. Keep your legs lifted. Place your hands behind you and straighten your legs as you lean back. Bend your arms for support. Then bend your knees. Press your chest to your legs. Keep it going like that. So exhale as you lower. Inhale, draw in. Go 5 more, please. 3, 2, and 1. Cross your ankles. Step back to plank. We're finishing our whole work with a plank hold. So stack shoulders over wrists. If your hips are packing high, slightly tilt your pelvis. Bring your body into one line. 10 more seconds to go. Stay with me. Keep pushing the floor away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down to your belly. And find a Sphinx pose. So forearms on the mat, elbows under your shoulders. Hold it here 5 breaths. So gentle back bend to begin. Good, so now the focus is strengthening the muscles that support your spine. So start by lifting your left leg and lift your right. Hold it here. Keep those legs in the air, holding about 10 seconds. Good, slowly lower down. You can give your hips a little shimmy side to side. Give yourself a moment to reset. Now then, on your next inhale, keep your chest lifted, hover your forearms off the mat. You can bring your arms out to the side like wings, holding here 10 seconds. So lifting with the strength in your back. Okay, and lower, come back to your Sphinx. This time we're gonna lift arms and legs. So you might find that it's easier if you lift your legs to begin, then hover your arms, holding here 10 seconds. Don't let those arms or those legs lower down. And release, really good. You can stay on your forearms for this next one, and we're really looking to work your glutes and your hamstrings. So you're just gonna lift the left leg, lower it down, lift the right leg, and lower it down. As you lift, give your glutes a little squeeze, and then lower. Keep this going. So you're really looking to lift, hold, squeeze, then lower. Lift, hold, squeeze, and lower. Keep it going. Should start to feel this in the low back because we're strengthening the QL and your spinal extensors, your erector spinae, as well as your hamstrings and your glutes. See if you can lift your legs a little higher. Keep squeezing at the top. Good. Okay, last round. So lift your right leg, reach your left arm up and forward. Ready? We're just gonna hold this here 10 seconds. You're really gonna feel this in the lower right half of your back. That's where we're looking to target. Keep lifting and hold. 3, 2, 1, and release. Give the hips a little shimmy if you need to reset. Steady your breath. Good. And lift your left leg high. Reach right arm up and forwards again, holding 10 seconds. So keep lifting, keep squeezing as you lift. 3, 2, 1, release. Good. Definitely give your hips a little rock side to side. Release any stickiness in the low back. Good. Now we're going to incorporate some mobility with some upper body work. So we also need very strong arms to support us in wheel pose. So bring your hands under your shoulders, legs together. Then roll to the left side of your body, push the floor away, and place the right foot behind you. You can just tap the toes. Then roll to the right, press the floor away, place the left foot behind you. Keep it flowing, so let your chest sink down as you come through center, and then really push the floor away as you twist. So you're getting that little press up action, as well as a little twist through the spine. Keep this going a few more times. Good. Come back through center. We're going to add on to that. So roll to your left, place the right foot behind you. Lift your right arm up, press the floor away to come up into wild thing. Turn your chest open. And sit your hips back. Come through center. We're going to move into that on the other side. So push the floor away. Use your power to lift up into wild thing. And then come back through center. Keep it flowing side to side. Try to pick up a little bit of pace, and you want your body really warm. Last one to each side. Good. And then come down to your belly. Take a moment, relax your arms. You can turn your head to the right. Take a few moments, catch your breath. And then turn your head to the left. Good. And then looking forward, place your hands under your shoulders. And before you press through your hands, press the tops of the feet into the mat. Lift your chest without using your hands. So use that strength to begin. Then when you've reached the highest point you can lift, then press through the hands to come into your cobra. Start to drag your hands back towards your heels, as if you're trying to draw your body forward. So chest through the arms. That's what you want to focus on here. Holding this for about 10 breaths. So keep finding that action of drawing your hands back, chest forwards. Wonderful. Slowly lower your chest down. Press back into into downward facing dog. This might feel a little unusual now because we've spent quite some time in some back bend. So take a moment to find a more neutral setting for your spine. Good. Then step your left foot forwards, lower the back knee down. And for this, we're looking to find a really deep lunge. So let your hips sink down, the front knee can go past the ankle to help us send the hips down and forwards. And we're just gonna hold this here. Press your back shin into the mat. So there's some stability here, there's muscle activation. So for the first few breaths, just focusing on sending the hips down and forwards. Then we'll incorporate the upper body. So bring your right arm behind your back. Edge your hand up the middle of your back. And reach your left arm overhead. See if you can draw the hands towards one another. Don't worry if you don't quite catch your hands. You can hold onto your clothing. And keep sending hips down. Start to lean back. So you're leaning over your arms. Opening the chest. Breathe deeply here. Remember to always find your breath before you go into a deeper version of the pose. Wonderful. Release your hands. You can rest your left hand on your knee. Pick up your back foot, catch the inside of your foot, and start to draw your foot closer to the back of your body. And this one is a very intense stretch for the hip flexor, so you should really feel this in the front of the thigh, front of the hip. It's also incredibly challenging for the balance, so don't worry if you're wobbling everywhere. Keep your breath steady. Holding this for 10 more seconds. Okay. As you release, don't let that foot ping back. Lower down with control. Slowly step back to downward facing dog. It's likely that one side is going to feel very different to the other now. So take a moment, pedal out your legs. And then let's repeat that on the other side. Step your right foot forward, lower your back knee down. Again, really let your hips sink down and forwards. So we're getting that deep hip flexor stretch. And then you can rest both hands on your knee for support. Focus on pressing your back shin into the mat as you send your hips down and forwards. Wonderful. Let's incorporate the upper body. So left arm comes behind the back. Edge that hand up the middle of your back. And then right arm comes overhead. The hands draw together. Don't worry if you're not quite in the bind. Then be guided by your breath here. So as the breath deepens, if more space becomes available, move into that space. Okay, slowly release. You can rest your right hand on your knee. Catch your back foot and start to draw that foot in towards the back of your body. Keep your breath deep. Focus your gaze on one spot. It will help with the balance. Okay. Now as you release, don't let that foot ping back. Let it lower with control. And step back into downward facing dog. And paddle out your legs a few times there. knees. And you can swing your legs forwards. Keep your legs bent. Plant your feet just a little wider than hips width. We're going to do some tabletop or reverse tabletop work. So keeping your fingers facing your toes here. Press through your heels, lift your hips. Keep a slight bend in the elbows so you're not overextending. And you can either gaze down your body or tilt your head to look up. Holding this 10 seconds, so don't let those hips sink down. Keep pressing through heels, through hands. Halfway down, 5 more seconds. And that's enough sitting down. Really good. Keep your legs as they are, but spin your right fingertips to face the back of the mat. Rest your left hand on your right knee. For this, we're going to lift up again. We're going to add in a little twist. So press through your feet and through your right hand, lift the hips. Gaze down at your right hand, so you're turning your chest slightly. And then sit down. 4 more of these. So find that power as you lift and twist. And then down. If you want to add on, you can reach your left arm overhead so it becomes like a wild thing. And then down. 2 more to go. Okay. Let's switch sides. Your right arm gets a little break now. Turn your left fingers to the back. And again, you'll practice just lifting, turning to look at your left hand. You can include the right arm if you like. Last one. And then come down. Really good. Okay. Keep your legs as they are, but come and lie on your back. Then rest your arms either side of your body, and you want to just reach your fingertips for the backs of your heels. So if you don't reach your heels, scooch them closer to you, and keep your feet where they are. Bring your hands above your shoulders, fingers facing the feet. And this can be really awkward for your wrists. So spend a little bit of time here just to get used to what this feels like. We're going to lift in stages. So start by pressing through your heels. Just lift your hips. You're in bridge. Then press through your hands. Roll onto the crown of your head. Stay on the crown of your head. Stay here. Then the final part. Push through your hands and your feet. Lift your head to come up into wheel. Take a few breaths here before you go moving your hands, before you go moving your feet. Take a moment to settle in. Good. Then start to press your chest forwards, and you may even work towards straightening the legs. See what's possible. Send your chest forward so your shoulders are over your wrists. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to lower in stages. So bend your arms, come back down to the crown of your head. Then lift your head as you roll down your back. So lowering from the upper back, middle back, low back, down. Good. And just spend the next few moments here with your back flat on the mat. So we're taking some time in a neutral spine. Really important that we warm down gradually. Good. From here, start to knock your knees side to side. So we're coming into these gentle twists. Keep your breath flowing as you move in this way. Good. into your chest, but don't hug them in. So you don't want the spine to come into flexion too quickly. Start to rock backwards and forwards. We're coming back up into boat pose. We're going to find another boat pose hold. This time, we're looking to straighten the legs, reach your arms forward, so we're making it a little more difficult. Holding 10 seconds again, so really relax your shoulders, gaze forwards. Hold it for 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees, lower your feet. Then reach your arms around the backs of your legs. Hug your belly into your thighs. Lift your chest so you find that length in your spine. And then you can start to edge your heels away from you. So you lower down into this forward fold. Keep that compression between belly and thighs, so you're keeping that connection. Then as you come into the fold, you can relax your chin towards your chest. You can let your spine round a little bit if it wants to. There's really no pressure to make this pose the perfect fold. Start to slow down your breath here. Let your head hang even heavier. Completely let go of your head and your neck. Okay, to come out, edge your heels towards you to lift back up. And you can release the arms, find a cross-legged position. I'm just finishing with a few side bends. So rest your right hand by your side, reach your left arm up and over. Start to bend to the right. You may find that you can even come down to the forearm here. Then again, let go of your head. So turn your head to look down. You can even close your eyes here. Okay, let's switch. So you can windmill your arms as you bend to the left this time. Turn your head down, soften your eyes closed. And slowly come and sit back up. Rest both hands on your knees. Sit up nice and tall as you lengthen your spine and soften the eyes closed. And we'll finish today's class with a few moments of stillness here. Take this time to recognize your efforts today on the mat. To thank your body for the amazing things that it enables you to do. to thank yourself for putting in the work to push your boundaries, to learn something new, to explore what's possible. Continue to relax your shoulders, soften into this moment of gratitude. We'll take a final breath here together. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Thank you so much for joining me for class. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you again for the next one. Namaste.
I don't know about you, but that core workout at the beginning got me. That was hard. I do not have abs of steel, or do I have buns of steel. It was just hard. I love Charlie Follows, but I tell you, in those moments in the very beginning, when she said, okay, let's do a little core workout, I'm like, I don't know how much I'm loving you right now, but by the end, I was in love again. These workouts are always a challenge. It's always, she always makes you push yourself a little harder than you want to go. And so on that core stuff, I just wanted to stop, completely give up. I kind of did a couple times, and then I'm like, okay, I got to get back at it. But that's the nice thing about yoga. You can take breaks during it. You don't have to push yourself too hard. You can take little breaks and then say, okay, let me go again. So you saw me in action there. It was a hard one, but I definitely feel good. I feel invigorated, actually. I feel better after the practice than I did before. I was slow moving this morning. Normally I get up and I'm very warm before I come into the practice, and today I wasn't, and it was a big difference. Anyway, that's the practice. We made it through day 20. Tomorrow is day 21. I'll be back. I hope you will be back as well. That's it for yoga this morning. Thanks for being here. Thanks for the shares. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for being a part of my community. I really appreciate you, and I hope I will see you back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.